Tipping off the dime, Melo and the Nugs playing Staying Alive a Mile High. Fear the Deer, Milwaukee bucks the Hawks with a roadie in Atlanta. The Cavs hope to elbow the Celtics out of the second round just as long as King James' elbow is sound. It's time for the dime.
Boozer, quick move on Nene. Boom, boom, pound. Harlem Boozer. Garrett driving, hanging, scoring. Ball game. The Jazz are going to go back to Denver with a 3-1 lead.
I mean, I'm in a battle. I don't have time for worrying about people's feelings right now. I'm trying to win.
And welcome to the Daily Dime. I'm Jim Basquel. Ahead in the show, the Hawks shoot for a series lead on the Bucks, and LeBron is banged up but ready for round two. But first up, the Nuggets look to stave off elimination, trailing the Jazz 3-1. A big reason why has been the play of Utah's stellar point guard Deron Williams, who joined Oscar Robertson, Kevin Johnson, and Magic Johnson as the only players to put up at least 20 points and 10-plus assists in each of the first 4 games of a playoff series. It's prompted Denver's Chauncey Billups to take on the tall order of guarding Williams in Game 5. They do it a mile high from the Pepsi Center. Here's Carmelo Anthony and the Nuggets facing elimination against the Utah Jazz, who were loose prior to the game. There's Carlos Boozer, who getting mixed up early with Nene. Their knees knock. It's Nene hitting the ground, though, getting up slow, taken to the locker room, and he's done for the night. Big blow for the Nuggets second quarter. Later in the third, it's Chauncey Billups, who scored 21, finding Anthony. This a hoop +1. Melo finishes despite getting his shorts almost torn off. Nuggets up 6 after the freebie. Later in the quarter, it's Anthony off the drive, going to the left hand on the reverse. Beautifully done. Anthony scored 26, had Denver up 8, but Deron Williams came to play one more time, doing it from deep. Another huge night for the Utah point man, 34 points and 10 assists. Visitors within 3. Fourth quarter, it's J.R. Smith who catches fire from deep. That's a wing tray. He had 17 and had the Nuggets up a half dozen. 2 minutes later, it's Smith again from downtown. His fourth 3 of the night had Denver up 7. Just over 3.5 to go. It's Williams who's stripped by Billups. Anthony will then flip ahead for Smith, and he'll do the rest. JR getting up to hammer it home. Worth another look. Two-handed windmill throwdown. 6 players hit for double figures. Billups again had 21, and Denver's still alive as the series shifts back to Salt Lake.
As a team, we had a rough 2 days, with all the stuff that's been going on. But like I said, for tonight, for some reason, we put that behind us, and we went out there and played our butts off and won the game.
We know who they are. They're a terrific team to start with, and we're going to have to play extremely well to beat them. We've played pretty well for the most part, most of the games, but we didn't have a full second half tonight to try to compete against them. They were a lot more alive.
Pressure's on them to win in Game 6, and we just want to go in and play the same way. Give everything we got, knowing that if you don't win, the season's over. So leave everything on the court.
So the Nuggets snap an 8-game losing skid when facing elimination, with Melo averaging 31 and 8 this series while recording his 10th career playoff double-double. Deron Williams continues his hot play, becoming only the second player in history with 5 20-point, 10-assist games in a playoff series. Hawks and Bucks, it's Game 5 from Atlanta. Jamal Crawford given his NBA Sixth Man of the Year award pregame. Brandon Jennings coming off the 23-point showing in Game 4. Got off to the hot start in this one, knocking down the 3. Milwaukee up 1. Then the rookie goes fancy here as he gets to the cup on the finish. Jennings, 12 straight Milwaukee points in the first quarter. The Bucks trailed by 3 at the break. Let's fast forward to the third quarter. It's Joe Johnson off balance over John Salmons. Johnson had 13 for the game, but that jumper had the Hawks up 4. And then fourth quarter, it's Salmons with the answer. Atlanta had a 9-point lead in the fourth. Milwaukee fights back. Salmons from 3. He had 19. Milwaukee within 4. They went on a 14-0 run. During that run, it's Johnson on the charge. Kurt Thomas takes it. Johnson's done for the night with just over 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Bucks down a point And this, Thomas, for Ersan Ilyasova, and Milwaukee grabs the top side of the scoreboard again. They were on a 14-0 run. Just over a minute to go. Ilyasova grabs a board and kicks out for Carlos Delfino, and this is a dagger tray. Milwaukee ends the game on an 18-4 run. They take it 91-87, lead the series 3-2, heading back to Beer City.
Tonight it was literally a long game, but it's a long game. You know, there's a lot of possessions. You know, you got to play them all. You've got to play each one and forget about the last one. And we've been in these kind of games, not necessarily in the playoffs, but in these kind of games a lot this year where, you know, we've been down a little bit. We've had to battle back, and you know, we were in it again tonight.
Pressure's not on us. You know, everybody had us losing the series within 5 or 4 games. So the main thing is, you know, just keep fighting and just keep playing basketball.
It's a tough loss, but it's still a 7-game series, and you know we got to see what we made of. Now our backs are against the wall, and now we got to go to Milwaukee and try to get this game back to force a Game 7.
The Hawks led by 8 entering the fourth quarter, but were outscored by a dozen in the final 12 minutes. The key stats were free throws and turnovers. Milwaukee 15 of 18 from the line, while Atlanta didn't get there once. They also turned the ball over 4 times, while the Bucks didn't give it up once in that final quarter.